Hey, welcome back. You with Coach Jay, and today we're talking about this is what happened when you finally choose yourself. What does that mean? Well, this is what happened when I finally choose myself. You spend your whole life showing up for everybody else. You've been that fixer. You've been that forgiver. You've been that strong one. You've been that dependable one. You sacrifice your voice for peace. You dimmed the light to make others comfortable. You ignored your needs just to keep everyone else afloat. And you're exhausted. That's right, you're exhausted now. But something in you has to shift. You're done abandoning yourself. You're done betraying your own truth just to belong. You're ready to finally say, I choose me. Think about that, fam. I choose me. That sounds so crazy that we're in a place now, in an environment where we have to remind ourselves that we're choosing ourselves. Wow. Think about it. You've been strong for so many people. You've been there, an anchor for so many. But when you need it most, who's anchoring you? Who's covering you? And here's what's happening when you choose you. Let's call it out for what it is. When you don't choose yourself, you become bitter while smiling. You resent the people you help. You lose sight of what you want. And you give everything to people who wouldn't do the same for you. Am I ringing a bell yet? You think you're being noble, but deep down, you're feeling empty. And that's the worst part. You're training the world to expect your self-neglect. You don't think of overextending. You just expect more. Hmm. And you keep expecting more from people who expect more from yourself. You expect somebody's going to come in and say, I understand. I'm going to carry the load here. Over time, you lose your voice, your boundaries, and your identity. That's not love. That's not loyalty. That's self-abandonment in disguise. You don't choose yourself because deep down you've been told that's selfish, that's arrogant. You're supposed to be there for everyone else. And so you live a quiet life of emotional starvation, feeding everyone else while you stay empty. But here's the truth. Choose yourself is not betrayal, it's survival. If you don't choose you, no one else will. You're not your body. It's not your job. It's not your family. It's not your friend. It's not your partner. That's not your job. I know. It's not like a broken record as I'm telling you. It's not. It's not them. It's not them. It's you. Let's keep it real, y'all. When you finally choose yourself, it's not all sunshine and high fives. No. At first, people will call you selfish. They would say that you're changed. They give you that guilt trip, and they try to pull you back into that box that you've outgrown. If we're talking about you're choosing you, that means you'll finally come to a place of awareness that this is not the way I want it to happen. And you're saying, well, how do I start disciplining myself to get me back? Well, first, you have to get the power back. You have to stop asking for permission to exist. You got to stop apologizing for taking space. You got to start speaking up, showing up, and standing up for yourself. And then you got to build boundaries within your guilt. You have to learn to say, no, I'm not available for that. I'm not carrying this anymore. I don't have to explain myself. And that's the no. That's your freedom being born. That no begins to spark in you. It starts putting structure in you. Then you stop begging for energy. That's what you're creating. You don't wait for a validation. You don't wait for the case of closure. You don't wait for audition for love. You realize I'm enough, and that's all I need. I'm worthy of this. And then you start healing the light of speed. You start choosing yourself. Stop revealing the same cycle. Why? Because self-negligence breeds repetition. But some commitment breeds transformation. You attract the actual hour honors you. When you choose you, you stop tolerating crumbs. You not only respect and alignment and recondition opportunity that's developing instead of draining you. You don't chase, you attract because your energy finally matches your standard. So choose you is the most powerful shift you can ever make. Listen, you've been shrinking, blending, and breaking into keeping this peace. But choosing yourself is not war, it's peace for your soul. It's not about ego, it's about alignment. You can serve others for an empty life. You can give love when you've got none left for yourself. So let's wake up. Let this be a wake-up call. Choose you, relentless. Protect your peace, unapologetic. Build your life around the truth and not your trauma. Because once you do, you realize that you never lost the old you. You've just buried under everyone else's expectation. Now it's time to rise up. Today, choose you. Choose you. This world is not going to give you nothing else. They'll take as much as you give of yourself, and they're never going to be able to give it back to you. Because in order for you to receive it, you have to accept that there's a change that has to occur. And the change is within you. I'm not knocking that you go out there and you want to help others and you want to be there for others. But when they start taking away from you and what you want to see and what you want to achieve, then you begin to lose yourself. And as I said before, you begin to bury yourself under all of that. And you're screaming for help. You don't have to scream no more. Make it so. You understand what you're doing. Scale back until you feel comfortable for what you're doing. Don't always give stuff out so freely. Make sure this is something that you truly want to do. And you respect that because it becomes something that you're going to own up to. Hey, before I go any further, hit that like button. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe, and subscribe again. And then hit that bell so you can be notified when I give different things out to help us to grow and understand how what we can make changes to can elevate other people who may see this YouTube cut or hear you talk about it as you share it. If you want to talk more about it, you can put some comments below, or you can hit me up at james@onemovementllc.com or hit me on my website at onemovementllc.com. And I'll be more than happy to talk to you about it in hopes we can educate each other how to better. For you all that know me, you know what I'm about to say. I'm Coach Jay, and I'm out of here. Peace.